Welcome to the Right Move Guys, the Right View Show. And today we are very fortunate again to have another guest on our show, and it's Miss Lay Kun, who was the District Public Relations Officer of Toastmasters International District 51. So welcome, Lay Kun.
A very beautiful morning to you.
Wow, beautiful morning to you too. Lay Kun, tell us, before you joined Toastmasters, what was your job? And after Toastmasters, what changed?
Well, you all the way back in the year of 2000, 18 years back, where at the time I was still working with a foreign bank and I was handling the remittance, where I had this very great challenge or difficulty to converse in English. And my job requires me to speak in English, to write in English, to all the communications, the manual, everything is in English. And at the time I had this great stumbling block, and I felt very bad and shame about that. And it so happened Toastmasters actually set up a club in Kuantan for all the bankers in Kuantan. So at one fine afternoon when I visited the first club meeting, I fell in love with the club environment and how they conducted the meeting. And that's where I decided to sign up, simply because that was the place where I felt so warm, and I believe that's the place that I can learn and sharpen my language, English particularly, because at the time the greatest pain in me is English. I couldn't speak, and the aim is to be able to speak in this language.
But you, well, to be in short, is that the job that you had last time was a bank clerk, right?
Yes.
Just a bank clerk, all right.
Correct.
But you wanted to
Precisely.
learn English a lot.
Yes.
Why
a lot.
so? You were educated not in English medium?
I came from a Chinese school, and in all my life it is all about Mandarin novel, Mandarin books, Mandarin newspaper, Mandarin news, Mandarin movies. Everything is Mandarin. And out of sudden, when I joined this foreign bank, everything is in English. In fact, the conversation between the colleagues is also in English, and that was really a shock to me. When I joined the bank, the first day when I walked into the bank, they gave me 3 manuals: fixed deposit, current account, and savings account manuals.
And all in English?
All in English.
Okay.
And I read first, second pages, that's it.
And you were lost.
I think the manual reads me instead of I read the manual. I got lost, and I had to bring along my dictionary just to check. But I have given a task to complete all the manual within a month. So imagine how daunting was that at the time.
So
Yeah.
after learning English and joining Toastmasters, so what changed?
Toastmasters has really transformed my life, not just the extent of I'm able to speak in this language at now, but it has also affected my relationship with people. I'm able to handle conversation, I'm able to deal with people. The interpersonal skills has improved tremendously, and to the later stage, I even discovered this profession that I'm really feeling so exciting. It's the professional Master of Ceremonies that I started to got involved 13 years ago. It was by accident, because at the time I was still underemployed at a company, at a leading software company in Malaysia. We have a lot of road shows, seminars, and very often we couldn't get any staff who wants to volunteer to be the Master of Ceremonies. And I took it up simply because
You're Toastmasters.
I'm a member
Yeah.
of Toastmasters. So the opportunity knocks on me, knocks on my door actually, and I just grabbed it and do it. So I went all around Malaysia, inclusive Sabah and Sarawak, just to conduct the road shows and seminars. So that has really given me an initial feel of being an MC, and I really like it. It's very dynamic and exciting. It's on the go.
Wow. So
Yeah.
Toastmasters actually provided you that confidence
Yes,
that you wanted,
precisely.
right?
Yeah.
So you're now a professional MC compared to what you were doing the last time, which was a bank clerk. How was that change? Was it drastic or was it easy for you from bank clerk and now to become a professional full-time MC?
Yeah, the answer is gradually. I'm a person who will not do drastic changes. But when I joined Toastmasters, my aim was to master the language. I work step by step towards the mastering of this language. But along the way, I have this great self-discovery process as well on probably the strengths that I already have but needs to further sharpen, which I indeed sharpen it. And that's how I came to a point where I discovered that I really love the profession to be a Master of Ceremonies. So to all of us who are a member of Toastmasters, so when we do it, we just have to go ahead and do it with full heart and effort. So you will never know along the way. There are diamonds that you could pick up along the way, and that will be the diamonds that could lead you to another bigger diamonds. So it is a gradual process. Keep moving. So my motto is to keep on moving, and
That's good.
it is a never-ending learning journey. That's how, after 18 years, I'm still a Toastmasters and I'm still with the club actively
Wow,
attending
18
meetings
years.
as well.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a long time. Right, so can you tell us, or can you tell whoever who is listening to this program, is that, well, if I were a Chinese educated person, so what would be your encouraging words to this person to move on?
Oh, that was a very good question. To be a Mandarin educated person, I think we have the advantage of knowing the additional language. But on the foresight would be the English proficiency, but that's not the end of the world. Toastmasters is the right platform for us to sharpen that and to master that language especially. So when we join Toastmasters, we must take each step seriously, put in all the efforts, and I'm sure with all the efforts that you have put in, you are able to master this language, and both will be equally fluent. And this is the assets and advantage or strength that you have in this market to know additional one language.
Yeah, of course. Yes, and Lay Kun, you are the perfect testimony to someone who have moved on, knowing your disability in language, especially when you say, okay, you're Mandarin educated, and then now you took your time to learn a new language to you, which is English. And for any one of us who is feeling that you are less than another person and thinking that, oh, I'm Chinese educated and I cannot speak more, join the Toastmasters. Lay Kun is the best testimony. Thank you, Lay Kun, for coming on the program. And for those who like to know more about Toastmasters International, please log on to their website, www.toastmasters.org. Thank you, Lay Kun.
Pleasure to be here.
Yes, we'll
Thank
see
you
you
very
again.
much.